Hi. Today, I'm going to make a monochromatic abstract painting.
What exactly is a monochromatic abstract painting?
Abstract art is art that does not attempt to represent external reality, but seeks to achieve its effect using shapes, forms, colors, and textures. Monochromatic, from the word monochrome, is art composed from a single color, although commonly using various shades and tints.
Disclaimer: I am not a professional artist. My views and opinions on the topic of art does not represent anyone but myself.
So I used a square canvas, different shades of green paint with different brands, brushes of different sizes, and of course water. So I started off by sampling each color of the paint. I only used 6 shades of green, which I will be putting in the description down below. You don't actually need to see what exact color I'm using because you can just play around with the different shades and tints of a specific color. So now after I'm done sampling, I just choose whatever color I like best and just put it on the canvas. This is actually my first time doing abstract art and I have no idea what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm just putting colors on different sides, not really knowing where I'm going with it. So we're just gonna brush here and there and spread some color here and spread some color there and just keep going like that. The common misconception of art is that it has to be perfect, but nobody really is perfect on the first try or the second or even the third. Though this is my first time trying abstract art, I'm really starting to like it because there are no rules to follow. My painting doesn't have to look like anything. This video is basically 7 minutes of me playing around with paints. I'm just making different strokes, different brush. I'm slamming my brush here and there, using different colors. As long as I think I'm getting somewhere, or maybe not, and that's fine. This dark green I'm using right now, I really like this one. It's called Pthalo green, and I'm mixing it with some pastel green. That really light color you see, like almost white or almost mint, that's pastel green. So we're just gonna keep going with me doing different strokes. I don't even know what I'm going at to this point. If you have no idea what I'm currently making, whatever I'm trying to make, I also don't have any idea what I'm trying to make. And you know, that's actually what makes it fun, because at this point I'm just trying to see where I'm going. I could start with nothing and end up with nothing, and that's fine. So this isn't really a step-by-step tutorial on how to do abstract painting, because I believe that everyone is an artist and everything you make can be considered art. For those who want to try out painting, I suggest going with acrylic or watercolor first because they usually have the cheapest supplies and they are also easier to practice than oil painting. And if you really want to try it, I suggest doing a little research or just watching YouTube videos of artists who specialize in those media so that you'd know the basics of how they paint or how they use that specific paint. So at this point, I took a pastel green and just spread it using my finger. Spread it everywhere using my finger because, like I've said, abstract art doesn't have rules. Or at least this painting doesn't have rules. One of the prettiest forms of abstract art is pour painting. I suggest watching pour painting videos because it's just really satisfying and the end effect is actually really pretty. And as much as I'd like to try pour painting, my paint really isn't that wet or creamy enough to be poured or to spread like water. So if you look at my canvas, it actually doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have a meaning, it doesn't mean anything to you, it might not mean anything to me, and that's fine. What I've noticed with myself and what I think a lot of people are guilty of is that we tend to trace or imitate the arts of others because we idolize that artist or we think that their art is great. So trying out this abstract art for the first time, is honestly so fulfilling because I'm just doing whatever I want to do. Another fun advantage of abstract art, or of this specific painting, is that I doubt that anyone can replicate it. So at this point, I'm going to teach you how to do that splatter thingy that becomes the stars in those galaxy paintings. You just need an old toothbrush and any colored paint, and just basically put it on the tip like you would do on a toothpaste, and just spray it like that. There's also the trick that you have to use a brush and another brush and just tap those two together, but I don't do that because they usually splatter more paint than necessary. Now that I'm looking at it, I actually like where I'm going, or I'm actually satisfied with how I went, especially that this is my first time. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more and I guess modify it a bit, and then I'm gonna show you. So I don't know about you guys, but I actually like the way it turned out. I'm satisfied, especially this being my first time. It's not fully dried yet, but I think it looks good. So that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment. Thank you!